What do you need to know before learning Vietnamese? Part 2. Welcome to the Go Go Vietnamese channel, where learning is easy and fun. Today, we continue the topic with accent, dialect, and pronunciation. Vietnamese has 3 basic vocal groups: northern accent, central accent, and southern accent. The northern accent is considered the standard accent of Vietnam. Hanoi capital is the northern of Vietnam. This is also considered the lightest and easiest voice to hear and easy to say. From the north to the south, the accent will change gradually, and the pronunciation will become stronger. However, the most difficult accent to understand is in the central region. Dialects, local words, or dialects, not only vary by region, north, central, south, but also vary from province to province. Each locality is different, and they will have a few words for different types of situations. Pronunciation. The pronunciation of a word in Vietnamese is like a jigsaw puzzle. Each picture is one word and consists of many different pieces. This includes vowels, consonants, and tones. Your job is to find all of the right pieces to pronounce the word. Pronunciation of a word. You must fully pronounce the letters in a word, but do not emphasize the last letter. Different from English, the last letter is only an ending sound. And now I will give you an example of the pronunciation for the ending sound. Cắt means cut in English, both with T is the ending sound. In English, you emphasize the last letter T sound. Cut. One more time, cut. But in Vietnamese, you do not emphasize the last letter T sound. Cắt. One more time. Cắt. The way you pronounce a Vietnamese word. You pronounce the vowels plus the last consonant, if any, and the sign to form a cluster. A cluster is part of a word. Then you add the first consonant of the compounded word to this cluster to give the word its meaning. Cành means tree branch. When you pronounce cành, you have to pronounce all of the letters in a word, including G plus A plus Ñ plus dấu huyền or down tone. First, you pronounce the vowel plus the last of consonant and plus the tone together to become a cluster. A, Nhớ, Anh, Huyền, Anh. But just keep in your mind. And then you can combine this cluster with the first consonant, and you can pronounce this word correctly. G plus Anh, cành. And now the helpful tip for you. No need to worry about the accent or dialect. pay more attention to pronunciation, which will help the other person to understand what you want to say. Grammar and vocabulary in Vietnamese. Grammar. In Vietnam, we have an idiom that expresses how difficult it is to learn Vietnamese grammar. Phong ba bão táp không bằng ngữ pháp Việt Nam. Vietnamese grammar is even more difficult than a natural disaster. And now, this is the question I want to ask you before learning about Vietnamese grammar. Do you think you have a good understanding of the grammar in your native language? If your answer is no, I'm not surprised. Language is a means of transmitting information between people. So, let's keep it simple. You just need to learn simple grammar. Then gradually add to your vocabulary every day, and you will be able to speak Vietnamese very well. Vocabulary. Learning Vietnamese vocabulary through different topics from basic to advanced. Alliteration. In Vietnamese, they usually use alliteration to make words more interesting. For example, xinh, xinh xắn, xinh lung linh, pretty. Mơ, mơ màng, mơ mơ màng màng, daydreaming. Ấm áp, warm, or ngốc nghếch, silly. Trending words. Vietnamese people love to use trending words that were spoken by other people in Vietnam. Funny story, the name of a song, or even a sentence in a famous song. For example, chê. Chê will be used when you don't like something or someone. When you say I don't like means tôi không thích in Vietnamese. But when you want to say it's more natural and funny, you just need to say chê. One more example. Có không giữ, mất đừng tìm. That is a name of a song in Vietnam. Means you don't know what you have until you lose it. Create with Vietnamese. If you consider the creation of new words as an art, then please feel free to participate and create more words in Vietnamese. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Go Go Vietnamese. Thank you!